Okay, so I'd like to first start off with a personal story. I sometimes get into video games way too much, and when I get bored of them, which can happen within a couple of days of getting it, I tend to stop playing it, which leads me into disagreeing with Mae West's quote, "Too much of a good thing can be wonderful." It can at first, but eventually too much of a good thing can start to end up being a bad thing because you end up wanting something else. Because then you start to burn out or get bored with it, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
For the improv. What's your music?
No. We just
Giving you a hard time.
All right, well, I think that you're doing a better job here this time. Look, you have a story that you start with about being bored with video games. You ought to tell us a little bit about the video game that you got bored with and what was so boring about it. You could have said something like that.
Too many to describe.
Too many to describe. Well, you had 4.5 minutes. You probably could have described one of them. You know.
That long?
You know. Yes. So you probably could have gotten something in.
Okay.
But I like the point that you're making about the quote is good. Sometimes you can get too much of something that it makes it less interesting, less enjoyable, less fun. And give the example of that video game. You know, you can only kill so and so many times before you just go, why am I doing this? This is this is kind of boring, and I didn't enjoy it anymore. 2 days of I don't know enough about video games to even name a damn video game. Too much Call of Duty, and I thought, how many Germans can I kill? How many Nazis can go down? How many Russians can I plink off? It just got to be a little bit like shooting fish in a barrel. I got good at this game, and are you kidding me? How boring can it be? That was $65 down the tubes, and you can maybe find something else that you had the same sort of reaction to, and maybe tell a story about that. Like I said, it's just, you've got a good idea. You have one example that you don't give us any detail on, and as a consequence, there's not much content here. It's a 35-second presentation, and it's awfully hard to evaluate much in 35 seconds. So content is problematic. But you project pretty well. Your delivery issues, I think, are going to be better if you have some content. I think you probably made a bad choice in choosing to do the impromptu speech instead of a prepared speech. Because it just seems like you're having trouble finding something to talk about. I don't remember what your experience was in the practices. Did you have a better experience in the? Yeah. So that's maybe just a weak choice on your part in this situation. All right, thank you.